Starting at the more expensive end of the spectrum here, we've got the M2 Herc for a Warbond discount. This is a $35 discount that should cost you $10 because the 600i Explorer is the right choice here. The other ships down here leave too much on the table or just aren't that great of a discount because you got to pay $45 to get a $35 discount, blowing up the 1-to-1 minimum ratio that we accept. Jumping to the CCU game, you can see here that it has had a few of its own Warbonds in the past, so it does make a decent choice. That's always good to verify. If it's never had one here, like the 600i Touring, for instance, that would be a bad choice for something that could be CCU'd from to another ship. 600i Explorer, though, has had a few Warbonds, so it does make a good choice. The M2 as well, again, if you're going higher or to the M2 itself, it's had quite a few Warbonds in the past as well, so it's a good CCU to have in your chains. Next up, we have the $350 Asgard. This is discounted by $25, and there's two real good choices here, and I'm going to go over both of them. The Aquila and the Mole are both at $315, and the Aquila over here on the CCU game obviously has had quite a few Warbond deals, even in recent history, so that's a good one. And the Mole is an everyday contender. It's been around for a really long time. It's had quite a few Warbond CCUs offered over the years. I would slightly lean towards the Mole in this case, just because it's had so many. It's even had two this year. So I would lean slightly towards the Mole unless you've already worked in the Aquila into your chain and want to go up from there. Unfortunately, there are no other Warbond CCUs available today. Kind of lackluster, especially since they just kicked off Pirate Week. You'd think they'd have a Cuddy Black or something along the lines of Drake to offer. It just doesn't look like they're quite aligned on the CCU game to what events are kind of happening nowadays. It also seems like the CCU game is changing to be very let's just say lackluster in the future. And in fact, it's been quite a time span since my last video because it's been a dry spell for CCUs. Quite frankly, it's a little disheartening, but we'll see. Hopefully we'll still get a bunch during IAE and the other events leading up until IAE this year. With any luck, we'll have some good ones. Going to the rest of the store, there are a few slight discount packages here. We've got the Warbond Duelist. It looks like it comes with a paint and some other things. Same for the Cuddy Black over here. If you're really joining the game and you need a new ship, I suppose this one's pretty doggone good. This is one of the best ships you can get in a starter pack, in my opinion. Cuddy Black is pretty doggone good too, but that does hit the $100 threshold. I know that's more than a lot of people are willing to pay, but hey, we're talking about Star Citizen here, huh? So yeah, if somebody was starting the game today and they really wanted a discount and they just wanted obviously they need a pack, I would say probably jump on this one. It's a pretty good deal. It's a heck of a good ship with the Avenger Titan. It looks like you get 2 paints. Oh, that's cool. So yeah, it looks like it comes with a couple paints, which is cool. Skull Crusher. Again, paints are always kind of like art. It's in the eye of the beholder. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. This is clearly the pirate one, and this is the Solar Winds, I'm guessing, just based on the skull being here. I got to assume that's the Skull Crusher paint, and this is going to be the Solar Winds paint. I think they actually look pretty cool. I like that red on gray. Wish this would stop rotating through. I like the red on gray on this one, but again, if you're just starting the game, this is a great pack to what does it give here? Blah blah blah. Nothing really important. So the Arrow View Hanger is not a big deal if you're starting the game. Starting money of 20,000 UEC, not a big deal there. This is the game pack, the digital download. 24 months of insurance is really lackluster, but again, we don't really know what impact insurance will have on the game long run, and they've very specifically and very often downplayed its importance. So it seems like insurance won't be that big of a deal in the future. It'll probably just be a money sink, a time sink, etc. Probably not a big deal, but I do like to have LTI. I like to have 10 years or LTI on anything I make. For within the CCU game. But again, starter pack, I don't know. Maybe it just doesn't matter. So anyway, decent ship here for a starter pack, and it's a okay discount, I guess. What's the standard Titan at 65? Where they when they take away the standard Titan because they offer a deal, that's kind of, I don't like that at all. The only standalone Warbond I found was the L21 Wolf through the 4 different pages of currently available standalone ships. Again, remember, only during events like IAE do you get all of the ships for sale, or available to purchase, I should say, not for sale. I think of a sale as an actual discount. So that's the gist here. And the only one today is the L21 Wolf for a $90 Warbond discount of $10. Did I say that right? Yeah. So it's a $10 Warbond discount. There you go. There's no ship packs, which is actually kind of surprising. I figured they'd do something with the Wolf or a Kruger series, or I don't know, even the Meteor slash Mantis or something, but I guess they didn't. Moving over to the add-ons, again, nothing changed in the add-ons as well. Obviously, for paint packs, there's a bunch of stuff because it's Pirate Month or Week or whatever. Again, these are considered art. If you like them, you like them. It does appear to be a discount on JPEG paint SKUs. If that's the sort of thing you like buying, fantastic, you're getting a discount. So there you go. Other than that, there's not much going on in the store. Unfortunately, the CCU game is still taking a back seat to everything else that's going on with Star Citizen. There's tons of gameplay stuff that's coming up. I think if you've been paying attention, you probably saw about the medical gameplay. Massive changes there. Some good, some that will probably get some negative feedback. We'll see. Lots going on, though. It looks like they're holding true to more content, more content, more content. So if you've had time to enjoy or at least take part in the new content that gets you new paints permanently with the Second Life, resource drive. Let me know if you guys are enjoying that, or if obviously, like the bugs with the elevators, I get it. But if you've enjoyed it, I know I actually kind of did. I found, we all find loopholes to kind of enjoy parts of the game that are broken, right? So what I was doing is going after the go get our cargo back missions, and ended up really enjoying that piece of it. And again, if you've gone after the dark territory stuff, trying to get that specialized armor, I liked it as I was going through the missions in the first run, right? When I got to the end, it was pretty cool. I enjoyed it overall. But the sheer amount of farming necessary to get the special armor that everybody actually wants is really frustrating. It's making me remember why I dislike MMOs of late, is because it's just a grind. We don't need time sinks. We need to be able to enjoy the time we spend in game. So I know no games have done this great recently that I'm aware of. I really hope that they eventually find that sweet spot of not wasting our time due to grind of rare goods and services that we can get in game, and instead, and also balancing that against just buying it in the store. I don't want that either. I don't want pay to win. But I'm too old to be grinding 18 hours for one piece of gear that's randomly loot generated. Anyway, I just hope that they eventually find the sweet spot of kind of the balance between buying it in the store and pay to win, right, versus grinding 40 hours for a piece of randomly generated loot that you want to actually get from a mission. I think I've probably done, I don't even know, too many runs through both the engineering, both of the wings, right? Engineering and what's the other one? Research. It's just, there's got to be a better way. And with as much as they've achieved, they still haven't gotten to that point of, this is a grind because it needs to be a grind because we want to keep people busy doing something while we develop something else. I just hope that they finally get through that. Anyway, that's it for me, guys. Zi-Tek, out.